Hey everybody, and welcome back to Andy's Cavern. No, actually, it's not Andy's Cavern. Of course, it's Canada's boxing channel. But I am happily promoting Andy's Cavern. Andy, as you know, does some collaborations with me and with a number of the other guys, and was very kind to send me one of his bits of merch. So thank you very much, Andy. And if you haven't visited his channel before, why not? Please give him a like and a sub and all that good stuff. And if these come in other colors, mate, I'll take some other colors as well. Cheers. Anyhow, to boxing. I'm actually very pleased. I like being pleased to be able to report things. So much sometimes, you know, there's something like it bums you out, or a wonky decision, or, you know, it's really easy to be negative. And so I saw this story earlier on, just taking my lunch break. And I thought, I'm going to share this with my subs because I'm pleased about it. Not leaping over backwards, but I'm just, you know, pleased, I guess. Anyhow, it's that the Canelo Crawford fight will be on Netflix, and it will be free as part of your Netflix subscription. So that's what makes me happy, because I mean, I have a DAZN subscription, but I didn't fancy forking over an additional, I don't know what it would be, you know, $50 or so for me. Who knows what it would be in your jurisdiction, right? So to get it for free, yes, I know, free is part of your subscription, but we actually end up watching a lot of Netflix regardless. The fact that it's on Netflix makes me happy for a couple of reasons. Like, one of them, yeah, it's free to me. But more importantly, it shows that Netflix is taking a more serious look at boxing. You all know what I think of the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight. I mean, I struggle to sort of speak about it seriously, right? Anyhow. But nevertheless, Netflix was involved. They thought it was a good deal. They put money behind it. They had bajillions of viewers. They had so many viewers that they had streaming problems, right? They were apparently uploading at a really high bit rate, I think it's called. But there were streaming problems. But it shows how many people were interested in watching. Now, of course, the tricky thing is, were they interested in watching boxing, or were they interested in watching Jake Paul, or were they interested in the pull of Tyson? A little bit of everything. Canelo is a very, very big name. Crawford is a very, very big name. A lot of households will have Netflix. A lot of households will have Netflix and won't have DAZN, or certainly won't pay pay-per-view. But, you know, you can imagine, right? You know, a guy doesn't have DAZN, or maybe he does, but he just doesn't, you know, I'm not going to pay for it. I'll watch it on YouTube tomorrow. Oh, he's watching. He's watching the whole fight now because it's on Netflix. He's watching the undercard, right? You know, it's a way of the sport sort of once again reaching out. And of course, like I said on a video, maybe yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I'm not sure. I like competition between streaming services or broadcasters. I'm not fond of that, you know, one-stop shop. It's convenient, but then of course you have no choice, right? So let's just have a look at the whole story. It's reported by Mike Coppinger in The Ring. And again, you know, it's a funny thing. People were criticizing The Ring magazine the other day because it's alleged, to have lost some of its maybe objectivity because Turki Al-Sheikh has purchased it. Yes, I see that argument. But now it's got also quite authoritative when it's to do with a Riyadh season thing, because it's sort of the horse's mouth, as it were. Anyhow, Mike Coppinger, reporting for The Ring, says Canelo Alvarez and Terrance Crawford lands on Netflix, Las Vegas to host the super fight. Canelo Alvarez, Terrance Crawford super fights, The Ring, and Undisputed Super Middleweight Championship will take place September the 13th in Las Vegas. That's another thing that we've spoken about on the channel. I'm pleased about it, but it means that Canelo goes into... It's Canelo's town, right? You know, it's hometown cooking. So, I mean, take that for what it's worth. It's one guy's opinion, right? And will be streamed globally on Netflix at no additional cost to its 300 million plus subscribers. His Excellency, Turkey Al Sheikh announced Tuesday. Excuse me. Been out in the garden, dust in my throat here. Alvarez, boxing's top star. That's a subject for a different video, isn't it? Really, but he's in the talking, of course. Will defend his 168-pound crown against Crawford, a fellow future Hall of Famer, who will climb 2 weight classes for the biggest challenge of his career. On September the 13th, Canelo and Crawford, 2 legends of boxing, will finally compete against each other in the fight of the century, Al Sheikh said. Alongside Dana White and Saul, we will deliver something incredible in Las Vegas for fans around the world to enjoy through Netflix. That's from the man himself. Alongside Dana White and Saul, yes, I saw something probably yesterday that's the promotional way they're going. Interesting. Dana White, you know, yeah, there's going to be some divided views on that, I'm sure. I'm not even sure what, if I had something, you know, settled in my brain about it, I would say, but I actually don't really know. Fight of the century, I'm not sure. Fight of the century. That's again a subject for another video. Would you say Usyk Fury won? Undisputed heavyweight? I don't know. Anyhow, just let me continue with what Coppinger said here. The 3-city press tour for the Riyadh season event will kick off Friday, June the 20th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Boulevard City. That's the site where Canelo and Crawford first faced off last month following Alvarez's decision win over William Skull. I never want to hear that man's name again. As Crawford watched from ringside. The press tour will continue 2 days later on June 22nd in New York at Fanatics Fest, where some of the biggest stars in sports will be joined by throngs of fans. The press tour will wrap up on Friday, June the 27th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The Riyadh season events will be promoted by Al Sheikh and Saul alongside UFC president. Turkey wants to make... This is Dana White speaking now. Turkey wants to make the biggest fights that the fans want to see in boxing, and this is right up my alley. You have to love the confidence, don't you? Said White. Are you kidding me that the first boxing fight I'm going to get to promote is Canelo versus Crawford? It's literally a once-in-a-lifetime fight. Live on Saturday, September the 13th, streaming globally on Netflix, 2 of the greatest boxers in the sport will meet in a historic fight from Las Vegas. The article goes on. Alvarez, 62-2-2, 39 KOs, is the Ring's number 8 pound-for-pound boxer, and owns the Ring Magazine Championship at 168 pounds. This will be the Mexican icon's 10th defense of his Ring Magazine Super Middleweight Championship. I get the promotion of the Ring stuff, but they really are pushing it, aren't they? I'm super happy to be making history again, and this time on a Riyadh season card that will be broadcast on Netflix, said Alvarez, 34. On September the 13th, I'm ready to show once again that I'm the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. It's I wouldn't agree with him on that, but I'm sure lots would. Crawford, the ring's number 3 pound-for-pound boxer, is currently the ring's number 1 boxer at 154 pounds. The 37-year-old will move up 2 weight classes to challenge Alvarez in his lone fight at 154 pounds. Crawford, 41-0, 31 KOs, defeated Israel Madrimov in August on a Riyadh season card to win the WBO junior middleweight title. And Terrance Crawford then went on to say, "My perfect record speaks for itself. I'm the best fighter in the world, and no matter the opponent or weight class, I have always come out on top," Crawford said. "On September the 13th, my hand will be raised once again as the world watches greatness." So that's the full story. In Las Vegas, Crawford's going to have a bit of an uphill battle in, my thinking, probably the thinking of the bookies. He's the older man, he's the smaller man. It'll be his first outing at that weight. Will he carry power? Will he carry punch resistance? How much speed will he lose? If he was the younger man, I'd be much more comfortable. If he was 27 rather than 37, I'd be like, it would still be uphill, right? But it's a lot to ask for the older man. Canelo, well, I'll be cheering for Crawford. Obviously, I'll think about it a lot more and do, no doubt, more than one video before that fight comes around. I'll be cheering for Crawford. Anyways, now it's time for me to put my work clothes back on, get back out to do my gardening. Once again, please support Andy's Cavern. Give him a visit. Please like, please share, please subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. And I will see you on the next video. Wherever in the world you are, have a good one. Thanks. Bye-bye.